My name is Jen Ellison and I teach at Phillips Elementary, and currently I am the Technology Applications Coach, which is basically a computer teacher. Well, I don't actually ever remember wanting to be anything else except for a brief period where I wanted to be a nurse, but then I realized blood and science was involved, so I rethought my path. So basically, Mr. Manning, my principal, is awesome, and he said, you know, you're going to be taking over the computers courses for our 2nd through 6th graders, but we don't want them to just sit on the computer and, you know, do games. And that's not what I wanted to do either. I want students to understand that technology is a tool that helps us accomplish other things. Currently, we are doing coding and robotics. We've done coding on the computers. And we were really fortunate to get a grant, so now we have some robots, and now we're using the technology and the information, the skills that we learned on coding, and we're actually putting them into application and running programs with our robots. Because of the students that I teach, I was trying to look for ways for them to be competitive in the job market later in life, but also the possibility of helping them to support their family financially now. And so I thought that teaching them how to make games or apps would be a really good way to do that. So I myself went to Khan Academy to learn how to code. Their basic coding lessons, there's like 100 of them. And I worked my way slowly through all 100 of them. And they were so good that I actually also had my students start working their way through them. And I have several 6th graders who've done all of the lessons and have moved on to like the higher level. While we were doing that, a little window popped up last year saying, would you like to participate in LearnStorm, which is a math challenge? And I just clicked yes. And then our students went on to win that challenge. And so we got to go to Google headquarters and participate in their finals event. It was a huge, huge deal, especially because many of our students had never been out of the city of Napa. I had to talk one of our girls into going. She didn't want to go because she'd never ridden in a car that long, because a lot of our students live their lives fairly pedestrian. Their parents don't own cars. So their world is this neighborhood. Google was great. They sent us a bus. They sent us a double-decker bus, and of course she wanted to sit upstairs. While we were there, you know, Google is a fantastic company. They have these, you know, wonderful lunchrooms all over the place. They fed the kids. They gave them snacks. I mean, it was a hot day, and so everywhere we went, there were tables of bottled water. And her biggest takeaway from that event was when she realized that the water was free. And she said that she wanted to work for a company that took care of its employees in that way, which I thought was pretty profound for a 4th grader. My school is fantastic. My administrator, Mr. Manning, Ms. Gerhardt, I think it takes a lot of bravery to say, go ahead and create a class. And our entire staff is really supportive. And of course, you know, my family, my husband, my kids who put up with me sitting at the computer late at night learning to code.